Hello, I'm Mary Tanekabo. I am a student, but currently set to the West. So basically, right now I'm on like creative stuffs and all of that.
Good day everyone, I'm Tushan Bangura, aka the Brana area, aka Stila Tubaba, aka the Black She Like, you know, all of these things, you know, aka Okas Kanepa PCs. I'm at King.PRO studio, and then I'm a student, and then as well I work at King.PRO studio.
Well, basically, this is my first time of meeting him, Tushan. So he's kind of like a stranger, but at the same time, as if we met like a number of times.
Of course, she has said it all, and then she's quite a nice person, and then we have shared some kind of memory or some kind of stuff that I feel that, you know, it's difficult for one to just meet and then have this kind of discussion. But as far as I'm concerned, Mary is quite a nice woman, and then I love her. I love her concept, the way she portrays her life and all. Okay, well, I actually don't mean it like, I don't even mean that in that kind of way. Like, I love her means that she has a kind of attitude that it's difficult to meet a kind of girl like her and then have this kind of conversation, very open up, and you know, she's free to learn. So I love her because of, yeah, her personality is very good. Like, I love that personality of hers. I must say, maybe it's art. Art is a connection, yeah, because we started having a chat or a conversation one as soon as she gets in here, and then we started having a conversation about a pageantry or well, let me say, a modeling stuff, and then I'm coming from a different point wherein it's the same art, and I'm coming from a poetry part. And then we started having this discussion about, you know, using modeling to poetry, if it's gonna work, and then that's it. That's how we got connected, and I feel like, you know, it was good.
Well, basically, for the fact that I said I love the way I like the attitude and personality I portray, it was really, really nice because I am on the verge of learning how to be more social. And the fact that I feel like I get along with Tushan so well is because he tries to explain to me and how I should reach, you know, my dreams. You know, the fact that I say my dreams, it's about me getting to a point wherein I can like get along with people well. Yeah. So Tushan was kind of like a very kind gentleman who explained to me that this is what you're supposed to do, this is what you're not supposed to do. Rather, just be yourself and people will like you for who you are. And because of that, I feel like Tushan has been like a very good friend to me for like years past by. So, and he's a very, very, very good person, I could say. A very nice person to talk to, and he also has like a very nice personality, I could say. So basically, I could add to that.
Well, I must say it has not been easy for me to get myself into poetry. It has been really difficult. First, for one to discover that you can write and you can do stuff that people will appreciate is very difficult, you know. So starting up this journey was kind of like, I can do it. But at the end of the day, I saw myself in the picture, and then I tried to get myself into it. And I've been having a lot of recommendation that has reeled, you know, my writing skills out there, and it's very good for me. You know, I must say I'm learning and I'm moving forward. So with myself moving into videos and some other stuff, you know, I must say I'm stepping into my success area. So that's it for me. That's poetry for me. Well, for now, I must say it has not been enough of what they think, like the commercial area. We're just doing it because of the love that we have for art, you know. I must say there is not enough that is coming in, but again, my advice here is that whatever that you do, whatever that you love doing, just do it. You know, at the end of the day, it will pay off, because of it's a process, and you must get to that point that you will achieve whatever you're going for. So that is it for me. It's because sometimes you have to be honest with people. You have to let them know the path that you are coming from. So for me, I just feel like, you know, I have to be honest with people out there. You know, it's not too much of financial gain, but it's just that we're doing this because of we love it, because of our passion for art, and then hoping that the best will come out of it. So we have been trying our best to reach that goal, and then, you know, I just feel like, you know, maybe one day this revolution will be televised.
Well, basically, modeling is a very good way of art, like expressing yourself, like being out there, showing the world what you can do. Like, you can express yourself through your clothing and all that, through your body, and you know, you understand, just for people to be able to sense their art in everything you do. But basically, it hasn't been easy, I could say, really, because for a lot of part, when it comes to modeling, there are a lot of saying going around that people have to like get, you know, there are a lot of like struggles in terms of having to meet sponsors, having to work on new opportunities, because people might want to seize advantage of you in the modeling area. But basically, it all depends to the person himself or herself, because whatever you're doing, just know that if you have the passion for it, because you cannot be doing things because people are forcing you to do it, but you have to do things because you have the passion to do it. So whatever you're doing, just know that you have to do it the right way rather than going the wrong way, because whatever you do, it might come back to you. So basically, the difficulties are much more bigger than you could expect. In every aspect of life, there are difficulties, but you just have to choose the right way. Well, I couldn't say very long, but probably it's around 2 years. 2 years. But I've loved modeling since I was like little. Since I was like 1 year, as I can remember, as my mommy always says. So, but basically, just not too long. Yeah. As I said earlier, modeling has been like a passion. It is a passion. Since I was like little, I've always had the dream to like model, to be out there, to, you know, express myself to the world. So, but basically, a lot of people might take it as a source of income. It might be a bit advantageous because you can get like money. You need money to sustain your life. But basically, as I said, whatever you're doing, you need to have passion for it. If you don't have passion for it, then you're definitely not going to enjoy it. So, but basically, I have the passion for modeling and I love modeling. That's why I'm pursuing my dreams of modeling. Okay. So basically, I, myself, and I'm a source of inspiration for myself because I find it so great that I'm pursuing something I love, something that makes me happy. So whenever I feel like, oh, is this really worth it? I'll always remember in life, you always have to try to please yourself, try and be happy. So I know modeling does make me happy, so that inspires me to do more because it's about finding my happiness.
For my own part, I must say like inspiration comes in different dimension or direction. Well, I will be honest that, you know, I started inspiring myself to do write-up. It wasn't first as like a poetry. It started like an article, like a write-up of an article, wherein I had my first experience of traveling out of this country. It was kind of just shocking. It was kind of not believing. It was kind of like a surprise to me. So I have to make it like, you know, I was never expecting this kind of opportunity going up because imagine yourself as a less privileged or as somebody who will be like, you know, the last person someone could imagine to travel. Then it just came like that. So I have to inspire myself with write-up, and then that was the very first write-up I did actually. And then from that point, you know, it started going like from title to title until I had my first poetry and single video, which was Believe, that was produced by King.PRO. So that was it, and that was my inspiration. And I have to say, like, it's something that comes naturally, it's something that comes from within. And then I will not say like I'm going to videos, I'm going to people that have done this before. It's just me, myself, and I just try to inspire myself every day, like doing something that comes from within and then something that I love doing. So that's it for me. Well, for that part, I cannot tell because growing up, I was into football and then some other stuff, you know. Just like I said, poetry comes after my very first travel, and then I got inspired by my first article that I did. So I cannot tell that it was something that I was born with, because it doesn't start from childhood, you know. It comes after I have an opportunity of traveling. So I must say, it's kind of difficult to judge, you know, but it's just something that I believe I can do. It's something like I believe like I can give people out there. So I cannot tell if it's something I was born with or something that, you know, I trained to be. So that's it.
Well, looking at the aspect of myself, I could say, as far as I could remember, having to see people model, I just felt so happy, you get? So basically, I could say, the fact that I could remember that point, it would be like the first time I could think about something. So I could say, I was born with having the passion to model. But some people, it might happen because you're seeing people do it, you're seeing like they're expressing themselves and you love the way they do it, and you're like, oh, I just don't know why I just had to emphasize on this area because I love the way how they do it, you get? So basically, some models are born to be models, while some are just made models.
Vulnerability is one. And another point is that we take things too serious in a relationship. And taking things too serious simply means that, the way how people fall in love, you'll be in a relationship and then you're expecting like every now and then, that person has to be on the phone or there and there, So sometimes people got disappointed, but the disappointment comes also from them because how they put themselves in that particular relationship. It's not because of the person wants to disappoint you, it's because of how you have placed yourself in that relationship. You take things too serious. And then secondly, especially, I don't want to be
Okay.
especially for ladies, they become very vulnerable in relationship stuff. So sometimes it leads to nothing but disappointment because they have what they don't expect at the end of the day.
Well, looking at it from my own perspective, I feel like there are three aspects I could state. The first one could be money. A lot of people feel like they like this person because the person can provide the necessary needs rather than loving the person for who the person is. Our generation nowadays, a lot of girls or men, I could say, feel like they can get whatever they want from another person or a person they're dating because of money. So there are a lot of disappointment at the ending of the relationship because they feel like what they expected or what it was at first doesn't work out. The second aspect is because of forcefulness. You can be in a relationship and you feel like, okay, this relationship is going okay and everything, but you feel like the person or your partner doesn't show you the affection you need. And you're like, nah, I need to force him. You have to do this. Complaining, why are you doing this? If something is not for you, then it's definitely not for you. You need to know that if the love is not like that, the person is not giving you what you want, like the affection, the care and love, then there's no need to force it. You should know that it's not meant to be. But a lot of people try to push it for it to just, work, and it doesn't work like that. And the third aspect is selfishness. Being in a relationship, a lot of people, a lot of spouse, they feel like, oh, I need to make this relationship go my own way, rather than thinking about what the other person wants. And the person will be like, oh, I'm really left out in this. Relationship is a two-way street. We think together and, put it together. But the fact that you're thinking for me doesn't allow me to express myself in that relationship. So basically, it's gonna end because the person or the other person doesn't feel loved in a relationship. So basically, these are the aspects I could name. As to in regards of everything we said, it's all about doing something or having an occupation. It's just about having a passion for it. Do things that you're gonna be happy with, not because people are trying to force you to do it, but because you feel like that is what you choose to do. And it's all about making yourself happy. If you make yourself happy, you make the people around you happy, and that is all that matters. And also, to the love aspect, stop expecting the other person to do things that you feel like they could do. Rather, do what you think will make the other person happy or make the other person interested. Yeah, I could end there.
Well, like our presenter said, this comes unexpectedly. So I don't have much to say on my closing remarks. It's just that, basically do whatever you love doing, because it's what will make you, it's what will push you out there. So that's it. And then secondly, talking about the love aspect, it's obvious that expectation kills. It really kills. So just do things free will. Whatever comes in, it's a plus for you.